Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had to hit the opera on you knuckles. Yeah, so basically, women's college basketball, collegiate sport. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at it, but their workout room looks like an airplane bathroom. while the men's college basketball teams, their workout room look like Gold's Gym. And it's bad. It is real bad. The NCAA is catching flack. You had a basketball player, I forgot what team she from. This white girl, I can't think of where she played for, but she was complaining about it and talking about it. Then you had Gina, that coach from UConn, I think it's Gina Toretto, whatever his name is. Right now, he's out due to COVID protocol or COVID. He basically talked about it a little bit like this is disrespectful to the women's game. And, you know, women should have equality. We have a long ways to go about equality. Everybody jumps on women equality, but nobody want to talk about black people's reparations. They don't ever want to mention our reparations or mention how a lot of us, I'm saying, have been murdered and killed by armed policemen that look pink, that are pink folk. Now, I'm not saying women don't deserve equal rights. They do. But white women, your skin complexion and your looks can get you further ahead than a black woman and a black man. Now, black women, you get paid at the job more than the black man. While all the other races or color of minorities, they're getting paid a lot more money than a black man. When is it going to be equality for the black man? When is the black man going to be respect? Unless we shoot a basketball or dance or rap or sing or be entertaining, that's the only time that we could be seen as equal or nice. Now, women's sports does not bring in the equity or the money that men's sports bring in. It's just the facts. However, should they still get paid? Yeah, I believe college players and all players should be paid, because they're making billions off of you in the NCAA. But the NCAA put themselves in this pickle. No jar though. Put themselves in this pickle without the jar. You're gonna send your men out there in the Gold's Gym, and you got the women out there looking. You got the women out there in the gym that you have at the hotel or at the or the air as big as the airplane bathroom or the gym at the hotel. I think the gym at the hotel might have been bigger than where they was at. So I agree. Yeah. Women should have equal rights and equality when it comes to anything you do. But here's my problem. Where's the equality for the black man? Why doesn't the black man get equality? Huh? We don't want to talk about that. But 100,000 of you guys will run on social media or anywhere and cape, for the Asians and the women's rights. And then you got people who always want to talk about, like some of the women want to talk about equality, but when we're at a job which is required to lift something over 1,000 pounds, they looking for you to help them pick up the box. I look at them and say, nah, you want to be equal. Go ahead and pick that box up. Some of the women at my workplace, in any workplace, there's some women who really bust their butt, who work just as hard as the men, if not better. I respect those women. Those are the women who deserve equality. But these other S-bags, I call them, and you know what the S stand for, who's screwing their way up top, who's screwing different people, especially where I'm going at. In this warehouse, it's some women in there that's just screwing around just to get their position. But then you got some who don't do that, who get screwed and who get did dirty because they not trying to open their legs. I respect those women more than the ones who open their legs. Equality should be for women who actually do the work just as much as the man, if not better. Not for these S-bags who's around here smashing everything moving just to get ahead in the game. But to me, we talking about women equality and rights. We need to talk about black men. Why black men continue to be gunned down. Why black men are continuously screwed at getting a promotion or a job. A lot of black men are screwed at their company because if they don't control the other black men, then they're expendable. They get rid of them. So I just think that equality should be offered to everybody. But this is America, Jack. Like Pop said, like John Amos said in the first Coming to America. This is America, Jack. America don't give a damn. America is controlled by the white man. And they will continue to control it. The only thing they give you white women is a leg up over the blacks and minorities. Other than that, they like shut the hell up and take your ass in there somewhere. Either suck me up or bend over. That's how they look at you white women. The white man runs everything. And they're not going to stop doing what they're doing. And women just have to understand, in sports and different businesses, you're not going to get respect. If you don't look good enough to smash or nice enough to even make a man think about smashing you, they have no use for you in the workplace. Black men, we have it the hardest because we have women that if we even talk to a woman and try to talk to her, she can lie and say harassment, if we even approach, if we approach about having sex, they gonna call harassment on us so fast. And then the companies, they hire us, we're qualified, but then they'll be like, oh, well, you're too overqualified. No, that means that, nah, you're not white enough to work here. Then they'll say you're underqualified. They do all type of things to keep you from the workplace. They got at least one black dude, and that's the token Negro. That's the guy they pick. That's the one black guy they pick to be in certain positions and places. And it's the truth. It is the truth. That token Negro. Now, are they going to get any changes after this? They might change it a little bit, but this is how they look at it. Nobody's really watching you women's sports. They really not, unless it's family. They watching the men. But the thing is this. They don't even promote it good enough. So how are we going to watch the women and you're not promoting it? And then you got some of the elbows, I call them, the L and then the bows, you put it together. You don't want to watch them, they too butch. So, to me, the NCAA dropped the ball. They should have had them in a good, it may not have to be big as the men's, but at least be respectable, man. Them women out there playing, and then they out there doing their job. So the NCAA was wrong for that. Now, I saw this on Facebook. And this is my problem with sports and people. People act like LeBron James ain't never had help. That he never had help. Now they're trying to say Kevin Durant played with more better players than LeBron. Dude, he played with more talent, right? When Kevin Durant got Westbrook and James Harden, they were not the Westbrook and James Harden now. Westbrook wasn't even seen as being a top player when he came out of college. He was a two guard. They just thought he would come to the league, he would be real athletic and he could jump off the gym, but he wasn't real impressive in college. Kevin Love and the other guy was more impressive than him. I didn't even know about Westbrook. I just seen him. I'm like, yeah, all right. James Harden, I didn't even know about James Harden. They ain't even talk about James Harden like that. I ain't even know that much about James Harden. They got better each year because Kevin Durant made them better. Kevin Durant was taking all the double teams. He was taking all the attention. That allowed Westbrook to come alive, and that's when people start realizing, whoa, they got another guy that's just a monster. He just dunking and going crazy. Hitting the mid-range. And Kevin Durant was outworking them. If you go watch the interview, pull it up. It's on Westbrook. Westbrook is Brian Gresham or whatever his name is, Bessinger or whatever, white guy. He'll tell you that Kevin Durant works harder than me, much harder than me. Kevin Durant is the hardest working player outside of Kobe Bryant, because Kevin Durant got better each year. LeBron James has had way more help than any superstar in history. Go back to his first go-around in Cleveland. He had Larry Hughes, Antoine Jameson, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Mo Williams, a guy who was balling but got with LeBron, he got trashed all of a sudden. Everybody say he trashed. Delonte West, who was a monster off the bench and was a beast out there. I think it was St. Joe's or something he played at with Jameer Nelson. They were the backcourt, and they were destroying guys in college. You had Boobie Gibson, you had Damon Jones, you had Pavlovich. Pavlovich is an international player. He's a star over there. You had Ira Newble. Newble was a good defensive player. You had Eric Snow, who could run the point. He did it with AI. Got him to every time Eric Snow was the starting point guard, his teams got to the championship. A la Allen Iverson's 01 Sixers and then the 07 Cavs. Danielle Marshall. Shall I keep going? You had Carlos Boozer for a year or two. You had Drew Gooden. You had Ricky Davis. Ricky Davis was balling the year before that dude got there, before LeBron got there. They just were trash as a team. I think I said Darius Miles. You had Drew Gooden, I believe. You had Ben Wallace. You took them from the Pistons. You had Shaq. You had J.J. Hickson. J.J. Hickson was a guy y'all got from college. Y'all didn't know anything about him. He came out there and was destroying. He was destroying. You guys did not know he was that raw, and then all of a sudden, he's trash now. He didn't have no help. Y'all won back-to-back 60-plus games. Kevin Durant's teams were Kevin Durant's teams outside of him, Harden and Westbrook on those teams, and then maybe Ibaka. You didn't have nobody. You had Kendrick Perkins, Thabo Sefolosha. I'll take LeBron James teams over KD teams any day, even if he went to the Warriors. You had two franchise players in Kyrie and Kevin Love. Klay Thompson is a star. He is not a superstar. Draymond Green is a great role player. That's all he is. He's not a superstar. He's a role player. You had two superstars. You had D-Wade, Chris Bosh, Mike Miller, Jay Will, Shane Battier, one of the runner-ups for Defensive Player of the Year. You brought Zydrunas over there with you to Miami. And y'all still lost that first year. You had Chalmers, who just won a national title. Are you serious? So stop it with all this. KD played with some good players, some great players, but his teams were not overall better than no damn LeBron James. So all of this capping y'all doing, stop with the capping. He got James Harden and Kyrie, a guy you play with. LeBron has played with so many all-stars and so many great role players. It's not even funny. He's able to build his teams. KD can't build his teams. KD just signs off on if those are the guys. They were picking KD's players for him in OKC and Golden State. KD ain't have no say in picking who he wanted to pick. You serious? No. LeBron James could go get whoever he wants, and he tampers, and he has an agency. Y'all forget he has a sporting agency? Come on, man. Smarten up. So tell me in the comment section, what do you think about the NCAA women, how they're being disrespected, and tell me who had more help, KD or LeBronies? Or LeBron, for others who don't know who I'm talking about. Who had more help, KD or LeBron? I might go StreamYard tonight and we'll discuss it further. So, thank you for listening, man. I got to get to work. I'm already running late. Real late. So, one love. I'll see y'all later after work. I have a video I'll do right after work. Dizzy!